What is good, 2K family? It is going down. We are got official date on July 31st for the gameplay reveal. Mike Wayne most likely doing what he does every year. He's going to drop a trailer. It's going to also have an interview most likely with 2K TV, and they'll have an article displaying what exactly is new in gameplay. This is the most important thing. This is like the fundamental aspect of like what we're getting for the core game. Every single mode is affected by gameplay, so it's very important. It's literally all we need to think about and know that's the most important. So it's very exciting, and so I want to kind of go through some thoughts about this as we go forward and share with you guys, you know, what to expect and how it's all going to move. All right, let's get into it. So this is what we got last year. This is going to be an article, and in that article, of course, they'll have this courtside trailer. This one was about 5 minutes. I would expect something similar where Mike Wayne actually sits down with Alexis and gets into details about the new features. Everything he speaks about is also in the article, where they break down the gameplay, animation things, the new dribble engine, and all of the details of things that they added, the go-to shots. This is where you're going to see a lot of new things. Shot canceling feature, which I actually love. This is a good thing in the game. Shot profiles, which I actually hated, and I hope it doesn't return, but it might. And then a whole bunch of different things about customizing your view. This was actually a good feature too. So, I mean, we're not going to go and review all this, but things like rhythm shooting, new mechanics, the new mechanic where you can cut someone off, the AI, and all of the details. And this is what you can expect. All right, they drop a deep dive trailer with Mike Wayne talking, and then they'll have like a hype train trailer where they also get into it. Okay. And so that's where this big information and key thing is for you. If you're watching and you're wondering what's coming and like what should you pay attention for, is it a big deal? Yes and no. What I can say is yes, July 31st, I'm going to be covering this big time. But you got to know, like, no matter what they put out in every video game, you have to feel the game for yourself and you have to play it to see what it's like. 2K has a lot of different feelings. I've actually experienced every version of 2K. Every year is different. If I go offline against the AI, I get one experience. If I go and play my career, there's like 10 different experiences in there. I can play random rec, I can play organized rec, I can play with my theater casuals, or I can jump into the pro-am and play private matches with top tier players for money. There's so many ways to play my career. And then the same thing with my team. You can go offline, online. The gameplay is always different, and a lot of times, like, there's nothing that they can say in an article or a trailer that's going to showcase the way we play and the ways that we will interact with the game. So take these hypes, and my hype of it is mostly just excitement for basketball. I want more basketball. But the truth is, we don't know mechanically what's going to work, what's not going to work, what's going to feel good, or whatever the case may be once we go online and we start playing the game. I just want to clear that up. Now, I always hype things up because I'm always excited. I want to be excited. I want to live in a happy way. I don't want to be cynical and negative about things because it's just a waste of my energy. I just prefer to just be feeling good and like, yeah, let's go. Let's hope this is the best. But also, I also keep a very guarded mindset where, sure, I want the best in everything, but it's possible that it won't be. There'll be things that might be broken or not be good. You know, shot profile to me is one of the most disgusting competitive things, that non-competitive things that they put into 2K. They got to turn all the shot profiles off. Everybody shoots one profile. If you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, you can't. That's the way the game should be. But that's just me. Other elements that are important that I think a lot of people gotta remember for these gameplay reveals is it's a work in progress, and some things will get balanced differently, right? Like they'll tell you defense is gonna be overpowered, and then they have the community day, they have all these events and these feedback, and then they edit it and they lower the defense a bit because they felt it was too much, you know, things like that. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't ever look at an advertisement from a company. You know, when you see a pizza on a commercial, they might have spray painted that thing to make it look good, a burger or something, you know, like, oh wow, this burger looks tasty. It's like, nah bro, that's spray paint, that's not even a burger, that's plastic. So until you get your hands on it and see for yourself, you know, that's how I look at it. And I'm a basketball head, so 2K is the premium basketball. So I say, you know, check it out, see for yourself, and see what's going on. In the background, you're watching footage of one of my old builds. This is like 7-month-old footage, I'm not gonna lie. But the point is I had fun practicing dribble moves, learning how to contact dunk consistently, learning how to, you know, just do what I gotta do within this system. I didn't think 2K25 is the best 2K ever. I felt like they had good qualities. They made the city smaller. They added little things that's like, oh, that's dope. But you gotta be real and make the best of it for yourself. Have a good time on your own within the game, you know? And so that's very key. Now, again, I want to talk about very quickly expectations, all right? I want to kind of set the bar in this scenario. You're looking at each date, all right? So you got the first one on July 28th, and then the rest are going to be in August, basically. But August 28th is going to gameplay. That's key. The second one says presentation in MyPlayer. And I'm curious, what the heck does that even mean? All right. Presentation, are they going to do some story reveals? Like, what does that mean? I think it's going to be story. It didn't say the word story, but might be some story in MyPlayer coming. So that is cool. There's been a lot of speculation about what the story is. I have some speculation that I posted, but that should be fun on that week. And then after that, my team, which is on the 11th of August with WNBA, sometime around then in that week. And then you go down the line, and the key things you want to remember is like what's important, right? For me, the builds, the gameplay for my career, and then for my team, what type of content can keep you entertained. You know, people worry about my team and they want like, oh, I want everything free. It's like, dude, they're not gonna do that. But if you can enjoy the game, that's what matters. So we'll see what they're gonna do. The community day is an interesting one on the 18th. I forgot what I'm gonna work on, but I do think that I will be covering that live because it's a watch party type thing. They usually have 2K TV do a live stream type of thing. And then the rest, you know, just typical stuff, the official reveal for the city, and then the early access on the 29th. So we'll be locked in for this. Make sure you lock in and stick around for all the NBA 2K coverage. Just get hype, man. We gonna pop off. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe if you want more. And I'll see you on the next one. It should be popping up on screen. I got some fire heat. I'm talking about really top tier discussions about what 2K26 should be. Should be right there and right now. Enjoy.